Okay, guys. Dan Simmons, The Terror. I overpaid for this book. But that's okay, because that happens sometimes. It happens with collectors, and it's okay when you really, really love a book to pay a lot for it. So that's what I did here. This particular edition is a lettered edition. This is Subterranean Press, clamshell, cloth-bound tray case, and a beautiful leather-bound, old-world style hardcover. Subpress uses high-quality paper always. Even their limited editions are almost always 80-pound paper. They use some of the best paper that money can buy. This has also got great paper in it. One thing that Subpress does a lot of the time is their lettered editions don't have dust jackets all the time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Most of the time when they don't, my experience is the dust jackets on the limited edition, they'll take that cover art and they will lay it into the lettered edition, so lettered edition buyers can still experience the artwork. They did not do that in this case. This book has absolutely zero artwork in it at all. It has marbled in papers, and it has its signature page, and Dan Simmons has a beautiful signature. He really does. This is the letter F, and that is about it for the extras. Here's a look at the text. It's fairly small font and fairly crammed towards the margins, but this is a big book. This is a really big book. This thing is about, it's over 250,000 words, so it is massive. The only real artwork that's in it is this type of thing. You'll see these types of ink blot types of art that actually just kind of serve the story a little bit at the beginning of chapter headings and stuff. That's all that I've noticed in here. This book is incredible. The Terror is really insane, and Dan Simmons, I think the guy is one of, and maybe even the best author we've got writing today. This guy is amazing. So if you're not familiar with Simmons, you've got to check him out. And this is a good one to start with, but the thing with Dan Simmons is that he challenges you. He challenges himself when he goes out. He does extensive research, and he challenges you. He doesn't just respect your intelligence. He expects you to be intelligent, to follow along in his books. So, but they are so worth it. If you guys haven't tried Dan Simmons, this might not be the best place to start. You might start with something like Song of Cali, or even his short stories. Prayers for Broken Stones is one of my favorites. Summer of Night is an incredible coming-of-age horror tale that's even a little more accessible than this one. But this is not one of those that is an inaccessible book, per se. This thing it's huge. It's got a very dense, intense story. And anybody who's familiar with the author is going to love this book if they read it. If you're not familiar with him, get familiar with him and then read this book. You are going to be greatly rewarded if you do. So, The Terror, Dan Simmons, Subterranean Press, highly recommended stuff.